It's like 6 o'clock in the morning, so my voice is going to be quite low. Don't think my neighbours could hear, but you know, not going to be shouting my mouth off. So this morning I want to get a full pack of brisket onto my smoker. I've actually got a new pallet of oak coming last week, and I've actually gone for the 14-inch splits this time. I can't actually believe how much difference them 4 inches are. I know every inch counts, but you know, it's yeah, they're a lot more bigger. I've got them going in the smoker, and the fire's rearing. A little bit difficult when they're horizontal, so they're more kind of at an angle, but anyway, we'll go with it, and I'm sure it'll be fine. So I just need to get this full pack of brisket trimmed up and get it on the smoker. So let's go. Now I've got it all trimmed up, I'm going to go 2 part pepper, 1 part salt, nice and heavy on the pepper, and as simple as that. I'm not going to add anything else. Okay, so I put 1 more part of salt in there, 1 for luck, so that was 6 part pepper, 4 part salt. What's that? How's that work out? 2/3 salt to the rest pepper. I think my maths is right. So I'm going to try and get it on there nice and liberally. Coming from quite a height just to try and get a nice smooth consistency. So I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously taking a lot off of here, all the hard fat and the other bits to try and make it as aerodynamic as possible. And yeah, we'll see how it cooks. So I'm now 2.5 hours in, and to be honest, I was going to try and keep this around sort of 275F. I really wanted to do a more lower and slower today. I've done a hot and fast recently, but with the 14-inch splits, first time of using them, so I've not been able to understand the fire properly. So I've been running really at about 300 and even up to sort of 350. I'm now kind of down to 250 at the moment, so I'm going to try and keep it around 275 now. But I mean, it's got some awesome bark on there already. There is a bit of pooling, as I thought it would be in that area, but hey ho. But yeah, I mean, it's looking really good. That bark, you know, for 2.5 hours in is you know, looking fantastic. So let's just keep going and see where it goes. So also, while I'm here for, let's say, about 2.5 hours in, I just want to see how we're doing. So I mean, it's very tight. What's going on there? I've got some condensation on the inside of my thermometer. I mean, we're sitting at 71 degrees, 67, 76, 69. I'm probably only going to give that another sort of half hour, I think, and then I'm going to look to put it in butcher's paper and wrap it. So you can see with this bark it's set really nicely, so it's not rubbing off. So that'll be great to now wrap. So I'm going to use, so I've got some new butcher's paper as well this week, Barbecue Land I think I got this, 75cm wide. Stuff I had before was just too thin, so hopefully I can get a good wrap in one piece. So got some beef tallow here. Let's get some nice bit of beef fat on there. So nice and liberal. You can hear the church bells going. I love this. On a Sunday morning, I've got a church that's probably 400 metres away from me. So for a few hours in the morning on a Sunday, you've got the bells ringing. Very nice. Okay. So wrap this as tight as possible. So now it's all wrapped. Maybe it could be a little bit tighter, but at the end of the day, this is backyard cooking, not Michelin star. It's going to go back on. Okay, so we're now 5 hours in. I wrapped the brisket about 2 hours ago. I'm going to just see how this is feeling. That's actually this was supposed to be low and slow, but this has definitely been hot and fast. I mean, 5 hours in, look at the temperature. I mean, we're at 94. Oh man, that's just going in nicely. A bit tight there on the flat, so that still needs a bit of time. I'll tell you what, this is definitely going to be another hot and fast 6 hour brisket. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so now 5.5 hours in, well, 5 hours 40 minutes actually. Just going to go back in the same holes that I created on the first time of sticking the probe in. Try not to go all the way through as well, because if you go all the way through, it will start to drip. You'll start to lose that fat. Not that it's a massive problem. I'm just trying to keep as much fat in there as possible. Flipping very, very close. I've got it's just really right on this bottom part of the flat. See that dripping? See exactly what I've just done there. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but I've done exactly what I said I was trying not to do. So obviously my probe's gone too quickly, too far, and now that's dripping. But it is what it is. Ain't gonna make a massive difference. Just when I take it out, it's obviously gonna be a bit more messier. I'm gonna check that every 15 minutes now, because that seems very close. Right, so we've got another 15 minutes in, so I think we're probably about the 6 hour point now. Tiny bit of resistance there. I mean, this side is spot on. we're just waiting for this little bit of flat just to give a little bit more. So I'm going to do another 15 minutes, see how that looks. Right, I actually think this is going to be done now. So pretty much the probe is redundant at this point. It's just about feel. I mean, the probe's actually saying 88, 87, so it's actually come down in temperature. But to me, that feels, I don't know, actually it's still a little bit tight there. Not massively though. No, I'm going to pull that. I think it's done. So next stage, in an insulated box. Right, so next stage, we want to get it out and we want to rest it. And what I've learned over the last couple of years of actually making briskets is the rest is as important as cooking it. So I think on one of my latest smoker diaries, I just didn't have time to rest it because I had people coming over, and it was just tight and it was tense, so it just didn't relax enough. So today I've got plenty of time, so it's going to have a very good relax. So first things first, I'll get it off the smoker, and then I'm going to wrap it straight from the butcher's paper into the foil just to hold it all in. So if anyone's ever wondering about what's the best foil, Costco all day long. You just can't be beaten. Many years ago I was involved in a catering business with my wife and my mum, and yeah, Costco was where it's at, and it's still where it's at. It doesn't rip, very good, brilliant stuff. Six o'clock this morning, it was freezing. It's turned out to be a scorcher. It's a lovely day. Right, so I don't use cool boxes personally. I use one of these to actually, that is made to carry food and keep food warm. So what I find is I don't need to wrap it in towels or anything like that. Literally, oh, that's red hot. Butcher's paper, wraps it in foil to hold it all in, so there's no escape juices or anything like that. And now I can just put that lid on. I'm going to leave it for at least 3 hours, could even be 4, so come back to it in a little while. Done. Okay, so it's had its rest time. I've actually given it 3 hours. Was going to go a little bit longer, but my roast potatoes and my veg are ready, plus my gravy, so it needs to be cut now. Okay. I say that's juicy, that is really juicy. Let me try and get that out. Oh, it's still red hot. Just get rid of that. Okay, so definitely looks moist, there's no two way about that. There was so much juice in there, it was unbelievable. As I said before, got that little bit of pool in there of, can you see that? So anyway, cut halfway through. I'm going to go in. So the bark is set. Obviously there's a bit of fat there that I should have maybe took off, but anyway, look at that. And it's safe to say that's juicy. And surprising, there's quite a nice ring that's developed, even though that was only on there for what, 3 hours, plus obviously another 3 hours in the butcher's paper. I'd say that's a success. That looks great. So I'm going to cut up some slices for my dinner, and then I'm actually going to keep a chunk because I want to let some of it go cold, and I'm actually going to put it through my meat slicer and slice it thin so I can eat that through the week, sandwiches and whatnot. So anyway, I'm actually just going to take that part off there. I think it's safe to say the integrity's there. It's holding up its own weight, and this is a 6-hour brisket, and that simply pulls apart. So for me, that is beautiful. Lovely.